Hello, I'm wbz-tv meteorologist Barry Burbank, and I have your forecast for today and the next several days. And we're wrapping up summer today, astronomical summer anyway, as we have fall beginning this evening. But going back to the meteorological summer, or sort of what we call climatological summer of June, July, and August, we know that the year 2018, this year, came in number 4 position as the 4th warmest summer on record in Boston, behind 1983, 1949, and 1994. We certainly had a warm month of September, that's for sure. The mean temperature departure is amazing, plus 4.8, but we're going to have a couple of cool days coming up here. Nevertheless, this September is going to end up being, well, it's going to be in number 4 position here for the 4th warmest September. At least that's through yesterday. That may change a little bit as we go through the last few days of this month. But 1983 was clearly the hottest September, followed by 2015, then 1915, then we're up to 2018 this year in the 4th slot for the warmest September. Let's look at the dew points, which have been crashing all morning long after being pretty muggy most of the night. It dried out significantly and will do so quickly on Cape Cod this morning. And these are the dew points when they're generally under 60. It's pretty comfortable, and especially when they're down in the 40s and 30s. That's super dry air, and that's what we're going to have here the next few days. It's coming in behind this first cold front, which went through this morning with a brief burst of showers. So it's actually introducing, even though it's very dry air, it's seasonable air for the next couple of days, or it will be cold tonight. There's another cold front charging through central Canada now, and that's going to come down here and will be coming through here later tomorrow night, early Monday, and it's going to be really chilly on Monday. Meantime, highs across the nation today, pretty nice across most of the country. It's cooled off quite a bit in the central part of the nation, where over the last several days it was in the 90s, but instead we'll be in the 60s and 70s there. And for today, we've probably already had our high temperatures this morning, early in the morning, and they'll fall a little bit this morning and then try to recover to back up to the upper 60s, near 70 for the afternoon highs, as the wind is going to be strong and gusty this morning, but decreasing this afternoon. And this afternoon, that's probably when we're going to see most of the high cloudiness around. At times it may thicken enough to filter and dim that sunshine, and other times it may thin out enough to make the sunshine brighter. Point is, there's not going to be any more rain, that's for sure. No rain this afternoon, even though these clouds coming up are just maybe looking a little darker as times this afternoon. They're mostly high-level type clouds that won't bother us. Tomorrow we'll see some of that high cloudiness across southern New England. At times it'll be thickening up a little bit like today, but there should be less cloudiness to the north of the Mass Pike tomorrow than what we're going to be seeing the rest of this day. Then we get into Monday and watch what happens. Monday morning we get this low cloudiness coming in from the ocean and maybe a touch of drizzle as this cold air comes in from the Maritimes. It's going to produce that cloud cover as the chilly air goes over the relatively mild Atlantic waters. Speaking of the Atlantic, the ocean is cooling off. I can tell you I was at the ocean yesterday, and the water is getting chillier, but still not bad. It's 60 to 65 degrees on the east coastal beaches. Northwest breeze will be decreasing somewhat this afternoon. And you're going to find some big waves today because of all the wind we had last night. Many of the buoys reporting 4 or 5 footers, and even off the down east Maine coast, they were out 10 to 11 feet high out there. Now, your low temperatures tonight will be down in the 40s in just about every location except some of the larger urban centers like Boston will be about 53, and the outer part of Cape Cod won't be that down in the 40s either. But where it's really going to be cold tonight is up across northern New England, where we have a frost advisory in this deeper blue shading, and the lighter blue shading is the freeze warning for northern New England over the mountains especially, and that'll help to initiate the color change in the fall foliage up there. High temperatures tomorrow should be in the upper 60s to almost 70 in a few spots. There's the high pressure center that's going to give us the cold air coming in at low levels and draining across the ocean and making those low clouds on Monday. And then after that, it turns rather muggy on late Tuesday as the warm front comes through. And just prior to that warm frontal passage, there could be a pretty good slug of rain here on Tuesday. And then we get the cold front coming through with a few showers and thunderstorms, especially Wednesday afternoon. In between the two periods of rain, we may have a spell where the sun may be out, and that may help to boost the temperature up to near 80 degrees on Wednesday. So don't forget, fall begins tonight, 9:54 p.m. That's the autumnal equinox. And it looks like we will have temperatures tomorrow in the upper 60s, only in the upper 50s on Monday, with lots of clouds coming in from the ocean. And then rain-producing clouds on Tuesday with some of that rain being heavy. Then one muggy day on Wednesday, could be very humid with a chance of a shower. Thunderstorm is back to really nice air, crisp, refreshing air on Thursday and Friday, and near to slightly above average temperatures in the lower 70s. That's it for now. Have a great weekend.